Get ready because today is the day of an epic showdown. Two of the greatest villains from the Naruto and Boruto universes are about to face off in a duel that will shake the ninja world. On one side, we have Madara Uchiha, the legendary Master of Darkness who almost destroyed the world with his ambition. On the other, Jigen, the vessel of the terrifying Isshiki Otsutsuki, the celestial alien who humiliated the greatest heroes of the new generation. Who is the strongest? Who would emerge victorious? That's what we're about to find out now. But before we begin, give this video a thumbs up to support the channel, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment, #Team Madara or #Team Jigen. Who's your favorite? I want to see your predictions in the comments right now. Let's go. To truly grasp the magnitude of this battle, we must go back to the origins. Madara Uchiha isn't just a villain, he's a living myth. Co-founder of Konoha Village, eternal rival of Hashirama Senju, he was mentioned in the early episodes of Naruto as a legendary figure. Just his name was enough to instill fear. And when he finally made his appearance during the Fourth Great Ninja War, he did not disappoint. Remember the moment when he single-handedly took on thousands of ninjas from the allied shinobi forces? He didn't even need to speak to assert his dominance. Every blow delivered by Madara seemed to carry the weight of the entire Uchiha clan's history. And who could forget his legendary entrance with the meteors? Not one, but two giant meteors, launched with such nonchalance it felt like he was playing. Who else but Madara could literally reshape an entire battlefield with a single attack? His abilities seemed limitless. Devastating fire techniques, the perfect Susanoo, control over the Biju. You could never predict his next move, and that unpredictability made him all the more terrifying. On the other side, we have Isshiki Otsutsuki. Compared to Madara, he's a more recent addition to the story, but don't be mistaken, his impact is just as colossal. From his very first appearance as Jigen, he proved he was on an entirely different level. He didn't just face Naruto and Sasuke, he humiliated them. Think about it for a moment. Two of the strongest ninjas in history, together and yet unable to hold their ground against Isshiki. His sheer brute strength, combined with his dimensional manipulation skills and unique shrinking ability, make him a terrifying adversary. And what makes him even more dangerous is his absolute composure. Isshiki never shows unnecessary emotion. Everything he does is calculated to achieve victory. So, which one has the bigger impact as a villain? Tell me in the comments if you think Madara's aura of terror surpasses Ishiki's, or if Ishiki's cold arrogance puts him above. I can't wait to see your arguments. Now let's move on to the peak of their powers. For Madara, his zenith is reached when he becomes the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails. At that moment, he's practically invincible. He wields the Rinnegan, possesses the Raina Sharingan on his forehead, and has access to what seems like infinite chakra reserves. With the truth-seeking orbs floating around him, he becomes a literal embodiment of destruction. He could summon meteors, manipulate dimensions, and even rival divine techniques like those of the Biju. And let's not forget that he managed to hold his own against the entire team of Naruto and Sasuke, even when they had powers granted by Hagoromo. In terms of raw power, Madara at his peak is a true force of nature. Isshiki, on the other hand, reaches his full potential when he is fully resurrected. At this stage, he's practically unbeatable. His shrinking technique, which might seem simple at first glance, is actually incredibly versatile. Imagine Madara launching a meteor, only for Isshiki to reduce it to a grain of sand before it hits the ground. On top of that, Isshiki can summon a multitude of weapons hidden in his personal dimension and uses his invisible stakes with surgical precision. In his fight against Naruto in Baryon mode, he demonstrated that he could not only withstand extremely powerful attacks, but also adapt quickly to new situations. And of course, his raw physical strength is so impressive that he can crush a Susanoo with a single kick. Yes, you heard that right, a Susanoo. So, between Madara and Isshiki, who reaches the most impressive peak of power? Personally, I find it hard to choose. On one hand, we have Madara's massive destruction and strategic genius, and on the other, Ishiki's cold, relentless efficiency. What do you think? Comment now with your arguments. And what about their physical resilience? Isshiki is a true titan. Even when faced with destructive attacks like the Bijudama or Naruto's overpowered punches, he remains standing without faltering. And his ability to move quickly while maintaining such power is almost unreal. When he strikes to kill, and nothing seems to stop him. Madara, on the other hand, takes a different approach. His true strength lies in his regeneration. He has survived injuries that would have killed anyone else. Whether it's losing an arm, a leg, or even half of his body, Madara regenerates as if nothing happened. It's as if the concept of death doesn't apply to him. And this ability, combined with his mental endurance, makes him incredibly difficult to defeat in a prolonged fight. So, which is more impressive to you? Ishiki's superhuman resilience or Madara's near-divine regeneration? Once again, I want to read your opinions in the comments. Finally, let's talk about their arsenal of techniques. Madara is undoubtedly one of the most versatile characters in the entire Naruto universe. Between the perfect Susanoo, truth-seeking orbs, wood clones, and his countless fire techniques, he always seems to have a solution for every situation. And what truly sets him apart is his tactical intelligence. Even in the midst of chaotic combat, Madara is capable of finding his opponent's weaknesses and exploiting them mercilessly. Isshiki, on the other hand, compensates for his more limited arsenal with absolute mastery of his skills. His ability to shrink and summon objects allows him to control the battlefield in a unique way, and his invisible stakes are the perfect weapon to destabilize any opponent. Unlike Madara, who often flaunts his power flamboyantly, Isshiki prefers efficiency and precision. And it's this minimalist yet relentless approach that makes him so formidable. So, between Madara's variety and complexity and Ishiki's surgical efficiency, who has the advantage in your opinion? That's another debate I'd love to see in the comments. In the end, answering the question, who would win, is no easy task. Madara brings unmatched experience, strategic genius, and almost infinite raw power. Isshiki, on the other hand, is an unstoppable force with unique skills that could counter some of Madara's most destructive techniques. It would be an epic battle, a battle worthy of the gods. But in my personal opinion, if Madara could exploit Ishiki's weaknesses while using his regeneration to survive Ishiki's deadliest attacks, he might have a slight edge. That said, this is just a theory. What do you think? Who would come out victorious? Comment with #TeamMadara or #TeamJigen to share your opinion. Thank you for following this legendary duel. If you enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next videos. Let us know which matchup you'd like to see next. See you soon for another ninja duel.